What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Justin Green, and if you haven't been here before, thank you for checking it out. You may want to consider subscribing because we do some pretty cool things here on the channel. Like today, we're talking about my new 2021 Tracker Pro 170 boat walkthrough. Let's do it. All right, guys. So yeah, appreciate y'all for coming. Check it out. Dale Earnhardt Drive. Raise hell and praise Dale. Woo! But anyways, here on Dale Earnhardt Drive today, we're talking about my new 2021 Tracker Pro 170. So if you're new to the channel, we do a lot of outdoor stuff here. We like to go camping, hiking, boating, hunting. I've got another channel, Hollow Ridge Outdoors, that's fully dedicated to hunting. So if you guys are into that stuff, you've come to the right destination, and we accept you here and we appreciate you coming here. But I figured I would do a kind of informal video, a walkthrough, show you guys the new boat, tell you about it. Some of the specs, I'm not going to get into detail here. We're just going to do a high-level overview of the boat today and show you guys what we got, why we got it, and tell y'all what you can expect here on the channel from this point forward. So let's just go ahead and dive right in. So once again, for the third time, it is a 2021 Tracker Pro 170. I bought this thing brand new from Bass Pro. We just got it last weekend actually, and if you guys have been to the channel before, you've seen my last video. We took it out this past Sunday, broke it in, done our 2-hour break-in. Freaking love this thing right off the bat. It was a great decision. It's a great little boat and it's going to serve us well. So what I'll do is I'll just start at the front here. We'll work our way back. I'll show you guys the outside. We'll jump in the boat. I'll show you how I've got it set up and things that I have planned for it, and then also some tackle arrangement that I'm going to be doing in the future. So let's just go ahead. Let me turn the camera around and I'll get you guys started. Okay, so when you buy one of these boats from Tracker, that does come with its own trailer, and it does have the breakaway tongue here, fold away tongue, however you want to say it. And my praise for this is it will fit in some garages that normally would not fit the boat. So the Tracker 170, it's just shy of 17-foot boat. The trailer and all, with the tongue closed, is right at 20 feet. And the reason I know that is my garage is exactly 20 feet from the door to the back. And this thing will fit in my garage with the tongue folded up. So that is a great thing. It makes the longevity of your boats a lot longer if you can store them inside. So anyways, really like the trailer, really well made. It does not come with a spare, so I've got to purchase a spare, and it does have a spot to put it on there and mount it. So we will be doing that soon. But the Tracker itself, these are aluminum boats. I like aluminum boats. You can be a little bit tougher on them. You don't have to worry about as much as you do with fiberglass. They are lighter, so you are going to be blown around in the wind a little bit more, but I can live with that. I like it. I may end up doing some river fishing. There's a great little river spot here in East Tennessee, so I like knowing that I can take this thing in the river and I can pull it up on a bank and not have to worry about it as much. Moving along, so it does come with the Minn Kota Edge. It is a 12-volt, 45 foot-pound trolling motor. It done fine. I took it out Sunday. It was super windy. I had it on like 3 out of 5 power. It run great. Didn't run my battery down. Done a great job. I will eventually upgrade this, not gonna lie. I just could not afford the boat and a new trolling motor at the time, but we will eventually upgrade that to one that has spot lock on it for sure. Moving along, as you guys can see, there's the foot pedal for it. I'll tell you about this here in a minute, but that's the foot pedal for it. Showing you the trailer here, and back at the money shot. So I did go with the 50 horse Mercury. They come stock with a 40. You can upgrade to a 50, so I definitely chose to go ahead and upgrade to that 50 because just get that little extra power. I can tell you guys on our first run, once we done the 2-hour break-in and you're actually allowed to open this thing up, I was running about 38 miles an hour. That's with 3 of us in it, and you know, a fair amount of tackle, not a whole lot. I don't have a whole bunch, but I was running about 37 to 38 miles per hour. That is fine with me. I don't want to go any faster on the water. I can do my fishing, do my videos for you guys, and it'll be just great with that. So, well excited. I've got the motor trimmed all the way down now. That is so it will fit in my garage. I back it right up and I put a pad against the motor here and back it right up against the wall. But it does come with a motor toter, so whenever I'm going down the road, I trim the motor up, put the motor toter on there, good to go. Alright, so there's the outside of the boat. They come in, if I'm not mistaken, these only come in blue and red. I chose to go with the blue, although I do like the red. My buddy Dusty has a 175, and he has the red. Beautiful boat as well. Anyhow, that's pretty much it for the outside. Let's jump up inside this thing and we'll show you guys what the storage looks like on them, what I've done, set it up, and then a few modifications I've already done. So I'll see you in the boat. Okay, so we shall start here at the console. So as you can tell, key goes here. You have your tack, you have your fuel, you have your speed, your mile per hour. We have nav lights here, and we have anchor light here. So this turns on your front and your back. This turns on the anchor only. You got your aerator and your bilge pump. You got your horn, and these are all fuses. So if anything ever quits and a fuse pops, you don't have to go digging. Fuse, fuse, fuse here. Pretty cool. Like it. Steering wheels here, as you guys can see, got plenty of room. Stretch my legs out. I do wish my seat was just a tad bit higher, but that's okay. Get this thing up on plane. As you can tell, you can see great at the front of the boat here. Moving on, this is something that I upgraded. It comes with the Lowrance Hook, whatever they call them, the Hook 2, 5X, whatever. I did choose to upgrade this. I'm going to put the Hook 2 up front, or possibly a different new fish finder or graph up front, but I did choose to go with the Hook. Come on, focus, baby. I did choose to go with the Elite TI2 9, so it is 9-inch screen, touch screen. Let this baby bower up here. I haven't even registered this thing yet. Just got it out the other day. Done fine. Depth well, side scan, down scan, chirp. It's got all that on it. It just does not have the live imaging or whatever they call it, but it does everything that I want it to do and does it well. Got this nice big ram mount, heavy duty. I can pivot this thing, move it, tuck it in when I'm going down the highway, spin it around, and still see this big screen from up front. But as you can tell, there you go. Does have GPS, and like I said, it's got many different layouts here. I've still got to do some. I've got to do some play in here and figure this thing out, register it, and all that. Anyhow, this is what the console looks like. That's the graph I got. Let's just go ahead and turn this thing off. All right, got your throttle here, typical trim up, trim down. Got your quick release here, kill switch. Hook this to your life jacket going down the lake, and if you come out, it pulls the kill switch. Simple as that. Got a place here to hold your phone. Like I said, seats are very comfortable. Wish it sat just a hair higher. I may do a modification and raise that a few inches, but it's perfectly fine for now. Does have a passenger seat option. You can install a aftermarket console here. I may end up doing that in the future. Not a big deal. Don't need it right now. So I'm going to start at the back of the boat, work my way back up. While we're talking about the Mercury, I did go ahead and opt in and got the Vessel View. So Vessel View just plugs in here straight to your motor, and then you can link your cell phone to it, and it's well worth the money. It tells you everything from down to the minute that you've run this thing, how many RPMs it's been run at, the fuel. I mean, it literally tells you everything when you're due for maintenance, anything like that. Highly recommend that. It'll save you in the long run, I promise you. So opening up, you can see here the Pro 170s do have a 11-gallon tank. That's internal tank, external fuel, so that's always nice. Here's my batteries. I got my cranking battery and my trolling battery, and then here's one of my first additions. So I did go with the Noco Genius. This is a dual bank battery charger, and I just got done installing the plug for it here. So it's a quick connect. I can pull this thing in the garage, plug right in, charge my batteries when I'm ready to go, unplug, hit the road. Pretty self-explanatory there. Moving on up, we've got our first storage compartment that we come to. Will be right here, and as you guys can see, let me back it up here. This is a huge storage compartment. It's super deep, and as you can tell, I got some soft plastics in here for right now. I've got to get a better storage system. Keep in mind, this is my first boat, so I've got to buy a lot of this stuff, and it's all it's going to take some time. But I got my soft plastics in here and here and in that bag, and I've still got space for more stuff, as you guys can tell. Anybody has any ideas for great storage compartments or dividers for soft plastics, leave it in the comments down below. I'm super interested. Moving on, there's a little compartment here. I just store my anchor light here, which plugs in back here at nighttime, but cool little storage spot for it there. Underneath the passenger seat, you have another storage bin. So right now, I got some rain gear in here. I got a waterproof box. Here is the navigation lights. You got a paddle in here. I got some booklets in here as well, but here's a pedestal for the seats if you want to install them. It does take a pedestal seat in the back and in the front. I just take them out because I don't like using them. Alright, so now we've moved the whole back half of the boat. Let's go up front. I do have a cooler, and it fits perfectly right here. I'm sure Yetis and stuff, a 45 quart Yeti would be perfect, but I got a 45 quart Igloo, can't afford a Yeti. Fits right here, does great, but it's not in here right now. So there is storage compartment under here. I kind of wish this would have been closed and it would have had a hatch on it. I may eventually cut a hatch in and close that off. I don't know. It just seems a little odd, but anyhow, I've got the throw cushion, extra life jackets, all that stuff is thrown up in under here. Moving to the other side of the boat, as you can tell, we have a locking rod compartment. So that is a big thing that I wanted to go with the 170, is you have a nice big rod locker here. As you can tell, I've got 6 or 7 rods in there, and then I've got a net in here. You can easily put 10, 12, probably more, but I do know that what I got, it works great. Then we move on up. These do have a live well in the front of the boat as opposed to the back. It does have a place for a bait bucket if that's what you're interested in. And I'm not mistaken, this is a 11-gallon live well. Don't hold me to that. I'm pretty sure that it's 11-gallon though. Plenty big enough for the fishing that I'll do. Hopefully we have some bass in that bad boy before long. The next compartment we move to is right here in the middle, and it is another storage. So I've got some terminal tackle. I got an extra reel in there. I've got my scale, and then I've got some of my hard baits in here, crankbaits. I got jigs, swim jigs. Ooh, speaking of which, I got more jigs out of my truck I need to get, but let me show you guys something here. So, looking at crankbaits, just talking about them, this is actually a Sparky Bait Co. crankbait, hand painted by yours truly, along with this. This one's seen some action, caught some fish, along with this. Look at those. So yeah, Sparky Bait Co. Me and Dusty, my buddy, that's something that we do kind of for fun, therapeutic type thing. We paint our own crankbaits. Look pretty good if you ask me, even all down to the little boys. Paint our own crankbaits. I got some Guggen stuff in here as well. I don't know if I've got any more Sparkies on this side. If you guys are interested in a painting video, I'm actually fixing to go to Dusty's and record a video and show you guys how we airbrush these things. So It's fun and we enjoy it. I really like this one too. It's just different. It's kind of got that baby bass look to it. But yeah, hand painted by yours truly. Proud of those. Anyhow, so that pretty much covers you for the storage. So you got that compartment, you got the rod locker, you got the compartment under the seat, and you got what typically is a live well on the back, but it's a huge storage compartment on these boats. So that pretty much does it here. I forgot to mention, it does have a cup holder comes standard with it, so I like it. Got a nice cold beverage there. outlawdip.com can get you some tobacco free. Boom! Nothing like a fat dip and a big ripping lip bass. Alright, so moving on. Showed you guys this already, but this was actually my first modification to the boat. So this is a Panther recessed trolling motor tray by Marine Tech. So these boats do not come with a recessed trolling motor controller, so I definitely wanted that. This is just a lot easier, a lot more ergonomic on your back. Instead of having your foot jacked up real high trying to control this, you can stand almost flat-footed, do your fishing, and it just saves your back in the long run. But yeah, I did have to cut a big freaking hole in my deck. I will tell you guys, if you are looking at a Pro 170 or you have a Pro 170, this tray, as you can tell, I run it right up against that seam there, and then literally there is a plate for support for your pedestal seat here. It runs right up against that plate, and then right where the hole has to be cut, there is the back wall to your storage unit here. There's a aluminum wall in there, and I'm talking it was within 1/8 of an inch of that. But there's no supports here, there's no cross members, so you can cut a hole here in these boats, and as you can tell, it looked really, really good, perfectly centered. It just, it's a little nerve-wracking to cut about an 18-inch hole by 12-inch hole into a $20,000 boat the day after you buy it. A little bit nerve-wracking. So that's pretty much it, guys. I don't want to go into a whole lot of detail and scientific terminology on this thing and specs. You guys can go online and you can look at all that stuff yourself if you're interested in specs, if you're into that kind of thing. Go do it, check it out. If you have a Pro 170, leave me a comment down below. Let me know some mods that you guys have done. I'm gonna be adding some lights on the deck and a few other things. I'd like to have some power poles eventually, but that'll all come with time. It'll do what I want to do now. So with that being said, you guys should be seeing a lot of fishing content. We're gonna do some camping off of this thing. Go over to Holly Ridge Outdoors. We're gonna be doing some public land turkey hunting on this thing. We're gonna go out on lake here at the house. There's public land all around it, and we're gonna get on this bad boy, try to call in some birds and get off the boat and shoot them, take them back on the boat. That will be an accomplishment. Anyhow, I appreciate you guys for watching the video. Come back, subscribe, hit the bell. You guys are gonna see a lot of content right here on this boat. Hopefully this weekend I'll be ripping some lips, finding some bass. They should be moving up soon. We're getting close to that spawning period. It's about to get good. So I appreciate y'all for watching. Come back, we'll see you again, and I'm out of here. Peace.